I had a moment of reflection. Why we say we want children to be seen, heard, and loved at Jane's amazing events. It took me back to where I grew up, Eglinton and Oakwood, what many now call Little Jamaica. This is where people would come for the patties, for wraps, for Spence's Bakery, Just Incredibles, Monica, the music, the liveliness, the feeling. I could watch Kitty's Carnival from my window because this is where culture happened. And though the neighborhood is now changing, though the streets feel more urban, there are stories that still live and breathe here, stories like mine. But for many of the adults in my life, trying to figure out how to make sense of this new space, this culture, this country, school was a place they can count on. That's where structure lived. That's where they believed stability happened. And in some ways, it was. School was quieter than home sometimes, predictable. But there were lessons I was learning, ones books could not prepare me for. Teachers didn't know what was going on, not really. They saw my performance until it started to slip. And when it did, I searched for another way to be noticed. I was always loud, but I think I got louder because if someone heard me, maybe they'd turn, and if they turned, maybe they'd see me, and if they saw me, maybe they'd love me. It's kind of like the movie Wonder. August was the sun, and everything else around him revolved around him. So, what were the suns in homes and in many homes? Bills, bus routes, shifts that never ended, stress, silent survival, things spinning around us while we stayed still waiting. Not every child feels like the center. Sometimes the grown ups are just trying to survive in a culture they weren't fully ready for. And in the middle of all that, kids are quietly asking, do you see me in all the noise? Do you hear me with everything else going on? Do you love me? That's what children are really asking, to be seen, to be heard, and to be loved.